Breaking news on your screen. The Indian diaspora holding massive protests against the BBC in London against the docu-series. Pro-Modi chants on London streets can be heard. Huge protests as the Indian diaspora comes out in large numbers to protest against the BBC docu-series. Remember, there's a private circle. Controversy around the BBC docu-series around Prime Minister Modi continuing to rage on. There you have the Indian diaspora in London come out to the streets, take to the streets in protest today against the docu-series and against the BBC for releasing this film. Remember, it tackles issues as old as 20 years ago, bringing back to light, of course, all of the allegations around Godhra and so forth. And there's also a part 2 of the series that's currently been released, while the first part, of course, has already been banned across certain platforms. So the much hyped and controversial series is creating all kinds of reactions around the world. In India itself, we saw students protesting the ban last week. Today we're seeing Indian diaspora out on London streets as well, protesting the docu-series and protesting outside the BBC headquarters in central London. You can see them holding banners, you can see them also chanting pro-Modi chants as they protest outside the BBC. And remember, the BBC headquarters are in central London. You can see a whole host of the Indian diaspora gathering in large numbers outside those headquarters in protest. No major scuffles, violence or anything of the sort reported. It's mostly them shouting slogans, holding up banners and really sharing their angst against this docu-series on Prime Minister Modi. Lavina Tandon joining us live from London. Lavina, thanks for being with us. Just take us through what you're seeing on the streets. Have you been speaking to some of these protesters? What are they saying? I'm also intrigued, why have they taken to a Sunday to protest? It must be pretty quiet at the BBC on a day like today.
It being a news organization, I must say that it's never quiet in a news organization. Yes, relatively, yes, but also after speaking to a lot of people, and there are many, let me just take you around and show you. There are loads and loads of people here. A lot of them can come on a day like this, a weekend. That is the reason, the answer to your last question. But let me just take you to some people who are extremely enraged, who are with me right now, and they will tell you in their own words Why is it that they would want something like this to happen? Yes, go ahead, please.
Hi. We are protesting today because BBC been giving fake news against Hindus always. This is not the first time, and I think we together united. Uh, I think we stop paying them. We teach them a lesson. Otherwise, it's nothing going to work.
And what is it, what all has happened which makes you say that they are against the Hindus?
Yeah. So the fake documentary, two-part documentary against Modi, which is he hasn't he's been cleared by Supreme Court of India. So who is BBC to judge? And they should correct they should correct unless we're not going to pay them.
Okay, so the lady here telling me that they're not going to pay the license fee, which is what is required, mandatory at this point in time, and BBC is a part of that conglomerate to receive a part of that incentive to run the organization. So they say if they continue to with documentaries like these, where they feel it is insinuating a person who has already been cleared by the Supreme Court of India, and there is no right and the timing of it as well. So please, I'm here joined by Jay, who is a part of this protest that's happening. We have come slightly away because it's very, very loud outside there. So tell me, what is it that enrages you, the timing of it, and also, would it not be morality on the basis of which this question can be raised against the Prime Minister? How would you react to that?
We are so much disappointed that BBC, we have been from childhood, my forefathers, they were watching BBC as an credible source of information, and they valued it so much until now. But until very recent year, in the last 5-10 years, we have seen there is a bias in BBC. They are discriminating particularly against.
All right, we're going to continue to bring you updates there, but we have to take a very quick break. Thanks so much, Lavina, and do stay tuned. We'll be back with more on the other side.